Now Machewski. Quick throw in from her. Everything has to happen at reasonable pace now for Canberra, trying to claw back 2 goals and force it to extra time. As there would be, of course, in a semi-final if it was a draw after 90. Kitting. Perry. Hogg. Singh. Sykes. It's Nicole Sykes. Hogg. Oh, Hogg had a great chance in the first half and another in the second, and just wide from Kalia.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best little plays for Canberra that they've had during the game, and you know, both Syke girls are starting to push forward now, and they've really made a good little combination in there.
Well, that was the last contribution from Kalia Hogg, and she's been replaced by Ellie Raymond.
Ellie Raymond, schoolgirls representative and studying accounting and business law at university.
Just to come up with the numbers now. 2 would be good. 2 goals. Walsh hooks one ahead for Rydal, and then sets off towards the area. Rydal. Karmas. Into Karmas. Back towards Walsh. Walsh lays it up. And there it is, Garriock. What a finish.
A toey to finish.
And she was gifted that goal by Sarah Walsh. She laid it back. She could have gone on her own, and she laid it back beautifully for one of her best mates and her teammate Heather to knock it home.
Well, that is the match. That is the grand final beckoning for Sydney FC. They'll be there next week, and the boys from the Cove will be glad they've made the trip out to Cronulla to watch this performance from Sydney FC. Down a player for so much of the match, and Walsh just set it up there for Heather Garriock.
Yeah, she's pulled the toey out.
For those of you at home who don't understand that, it just means when you use the very end of your toe or your boot to kick the ball, something that we highly discourage in training of young children.
Unless it works, of course.
Well, when you're in those situations, sometimes around the box, you don't have time to move your body or to take a touch, and sometimes that's where players fall down. They try and take a touch and get it on their good foot or put it in a better position. You don't have time when you've got defenders that are hounding down on you. You just got to get some part of your body on the ball, and you know, Heather does like to do a toey or 2 in training for a bit of fun, and that one's paid off. She'll be loving that.
And here we see a change like for like in quick legs and getting fresh legs, I should say, and getting in the box. Catherine Canuli coming on for Lena Karmas. Play a very similar game, these two.
There was a beautiful build-up to that Garriock goal with between Rydal and Walsh, and then Walsh, of course, to Garriock. Here's Raymond.
It's one thing you have to love about Sydney. It doesn't matter how much they're ahead by. They continue to look for attacking opportunities and putting goals in the back of the net.
Garriock lets that one run through to Tegan Allen, who's been on much more of the game than she was expecting, but Amber O'Neill made way for her. Now Garriock. Here they come once more. And Brush concedes the corner.
I guess the only disappointment out of today, making the final, is that Fatty, as we like to call her, or Alicia Clifford, being sent off today, won't be able to play the game next week.
Yeah, we're just seeing that build-up of the play, and you know, Sydney FC players are free in the box at this late stage. Canberra got to get forward, but they've also got to mark. But I mean, you know, just lovely play, lovely 1-2 touch play, and it started way before that.
Garriock on the right, saw that Williams ducking down very late. I don't think she saw it too early, and this is off the right foot from Garriock.
This is just classic by Paskey. I mean, she's done this time and time again throughout the game. It's probably the 2nd or 3rd time, just on the edge of the box, a little deft touch. You know, she's just got some amazing ability to be able to set up Garriock in that way, time and time again. That's fantastic.
Wait till Heather comes off and says, "Did you see my right foot in the 86th minute? How good was that?"
I think she might be talking about the left foot toey myself.
Raymond. Well, I'll just give some credit to Canberra's season. They had a massive turnover of personnel for the 2nd W-League, and to claw their way into the top 4, so all credit to them as Sarah Walsh comes off. A lot of running.
And that she's making way for Michelle Carney there, the Illawarra Stingray.
Canberra's biggest loss since round one, when they went down 3-0 to our game in Brisbane, actually. Remember that one at Ballymore as a rematch of the grand finalists.
Yeah, they've certainly come a long way since then. You know, they were a very fresh, raw team back then. Although Sydney FC have made them look quite inexperienced today. But they're definitely a better team than what they started out.
You can't discredit them too much. Grand final last year, semi-finals this year.
Oh no, tremendous job, and well done to Ray Juna for pulling it together in the second season under Robbie Hooker last year. And congratulations to Saravet Uzunla today, the Westfield W-League player of the match. Uzunla has been superb really the whole season, particularly when they found themselves short of defenders. Daniel Brogan with a knee reconstruction and Lisa Gilbert unable to play, and it's really been a test for Alan Stajic and a few of the players who found themselves back there, including Kaya Simon and Uzunla.
O'Neill, she's another one that's been a midfielder.
So
even
well done.
Tegan Allen's played further up the park at you know, young Matilda's level.
Just talks of the quality of coaching that these girls receive, also the way that they're coached in. You know, they know their positions across the park, but they're coached in such a way that they are flexible enough to be able to play just about anywhere.
Garriott to float this one in. And float it does. A very dangerous ball, and Rydal was centimetres away from getting contact.
Dangerous ball in there by Garriott. You could see that just with the wind and the curl that she put on the ball, it was just floated in high enough to get over the defenders, but to land in between the defence and the goalkeeper.
2-1, they're putting them in the penalty area, Sydney, and they deserve their 3-0 lead. To win 3-0, having gone a player down before a goal was scored, well, it's just a tribute to their fitness and their mental strength. Paskey! Oh, how did they not score? Well, Carney.
Again, Paskey's just floated in at that back post. This time she's had a shot on goal herself instead of laying off to someone else. But how did that one miss?
I think Williams might have just got a fingertip to it. Carney had it lined up, and Williams has just managed to get a fingertip to it.
Just put it off the line. Michelle Carney, can't believe she didn't get something on it. Won't matter. Sydney are bound for the grand final. It will be here next week. Make sure you join us at 10-3. Ellie Brush trying to the last. Paskey. Canuli. An extra 3 minutes to be played. Been a very enjoyable game, Cheryl.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, to watch Sydney, you know, the way they play, the way they move off the ball, still, they know they're in stoppage time. They're still putting little 1-2s together.
Looking for Raymond was Perry. Macheski. Brush. Appealing for the handball from Paskey. Sykes now. Uzunla. Uzunla goes down. That's not a good sign for Sydney. It's play on, though. And out comes Dida and claims it strongly over the top of Singh. Players down everywhere. Singh got a knock to the head, and Dida comes over and checks on her welfare. But it's Uzunla that Sydney will be worried about. She gets up, though. They can't be down another defender. Cannot afford it.
Canberra's got bodies in and around the box for the first time throughout the game, and you know the result was, well, if Seng had been maybe my height, she might have got a goal out of that.
Canberra last year finished third on the table, 4 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. This year fourth, 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. The only thing is that this year they scored more goals, 17 to last year's